is the very impetus of your protest.
Now that, I'll let you talk about that, Jim, because I'm just really hurt for that. Because of that, it just really bothers me that that was done after all my nephew, George Levi Dacias, was shot and killed. And I believe that was uncalled for.
And would you like to speak? No, first I'll say and tell you first.
Jim Bowes, B-W-E-S.
And you were at the protest site?
I was, and that's what we're doing here today. As your readers are well aware of, we had a rather large march, a peaceable march, family-friendly march, followed by a rally with speakers headlined predominantly by the family members of the victims of Albuquerque police homicides. We want answers to some very important questions. A, why did they break their own procedures? There was no violence in our march. There was no criminal activity that was even remotely implied. Why they chose to put undercover policemen in our midst to begin with. The second thing is, why did they choose the Albuquerque policemen that they did choose? If they already were off the charts, putting somebody undercover in our family-friendly march, why did they choose one with a past history of aggressive force?
So, ma'am, I have to play devil's advocate. I mean, a peaceful march is how the very first march that started. It was peaceful, and then it turned into a riot. We had the mayor.
I beg your pardon, we were not involved in that second
What
one.
happened the same day? Can I finish my question?
No.
No, I can't finish my question.
What channel are you with?
I'm on Channel 4. Some would say that, considering that the mayor's office got polarized by a group, that, not doing anything would be pretty unconscionable for them as a police department. You have no response?
I do have a response. A, we had nothing to do, our group had nothing to do with the so-called violent march. B, I take offense to your wording that the mayor's office was bombed. That was a peaceable sit-in, and all we requested, and Nora requested with tears in her eyes and on her knees for just an appointment to see the mayor. That was summarily denied, and we were promptly arrested by the boys in black, some of which were toting machine guns for non-violent sit-in. So I would suggest that you sort of get your facts straight.
It sounds like you have reviewed the policies. I've gone over some of the policies as far as the criminal investigations unit. Have you reviewed the policies that you're concerned about them violating?
To a certain extent, and I've got some of them admittedly from other media.
Okay, and what concerns you the most when looking at the potential violations of their own procedures?
With the atmosphere that's in Albuquerque right now, the people, and particularly our homeless, our indigent, the native population, are afraid of Albuquerque police to begin with. This has an even further chilling effect. Now, they were already afraid. This makes them even further afraid to show their face in what's purported to be a family-friendly march.
Could it have been different if they had notified the organizers that they would have plainclothes undercover officers and they were upfront about it to the organizers, and you knew ahead of time that they had some concerns because of the last protest that you weren't involved in?
That would have, hindsight being always 2020, that would have been a matter that we would have taken up as a coalition in the proper respective committee to make that decision. We weren't afforded that opportunity. We were told that they would be there behind the scenes, out of sight, to conduct traffic only for safety purposes, not to integrate themselves surreptitiously as members of the march.
Have you guys been able to review any of the footage that you have, pictures that you have to see the officer in question and what he was wearing, and what are your thoughts on that as far as the undercover and blending in with the crowd?
I've been informed that that has taken place. I personally haven't seen that picture, but from reliable sources, I've been told that they do exist.
I do have a statement that I'd like to announce. And please understand that this is coming from the heart. And I want you all to know that we are talking to Albuquerque Police Department Chief Eden Gordon from We the People, care of Nora Anaya. I am, dear Chief Eden, we kindly and formally are requesting a meeting with you to discuss our concerns regarding your directives to your officers, namely the unwarranted surveillance of a lawful protest against police brutality on June 21st. And I really appreciate you coming here today. I thank you all for being so gracious. And please understand again, this is heartfelt. We are very much wanting to know why this was done. I believe we deserve an answer. Thank you so much. Nora, do you understand?
I thought you guys were better than that.
I was just trying to ask a question, never even let me finish.